Hi Gemini, welcome to lightsageintuitive. Come on in. Welcome if you're new to my channel, and welcome back if you're one of my returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate you. I'm going to be doing a general love reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm going to pull some cards for you and your energy here, your person here, and for the connection between you down here. So let's just dive right in, shall we? What's going on, Gemini? What's up in your world? What are you working on, celebrating? What are you clearing out? What is going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What messages, guidance, clarity? What do we have for Gemini, please? Gemini. All right. Death. There is something changing. Something is being transformed or reborn. But there's something that is coming to an end in the way that you know it. It could just be being transformed. It's in order to let something new begin to grow. Like even in this death card, we have this growth, this flower here, this promise of rebirth and renewal. Something about it being white is significant as well. This is the card of Scorpio. It does not have to be, but I do feel like there is something big happening in your life right now. Something very transformative. We have the Judgment card, and I'm sorry, not Judgment, Temperance, and the Page of Rods. So, Page of Rods or Page of Wands, this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's fire energy. It doesn't have to be that sign. It's just the energy surrounding this. The Temperance card is about divine alchemy. It's about healing. It's about, promise. Again, the irises to me speak of renewal of life. Someone who is balanced. She has her foot in the water of emotions and the other foot on the ground. She's stable and balanced and in tune. This is a card about turning water into wine. It's taking something, using your divine alchemy and changing it into something else. I feel like this is speaking about this death, what it is that's happening. This is talking about the transformation. It is going to be healing for you, and it is going to bring something new into your life. It's going to change it in a big way, I feel. And I can't help feeling that this change is being brought about by you. It's by something that you're doing. With this Page of Wands, this is, pages are students. It's a young energy. It's a beginner energy. Page of Wands is very excited. There's a zest for life, a desire to go out and experience things. Can be a little bit like they don't look before they leap, or they go charging around the corner before taking a second to make sure there's no one there. It's like they go rushing in headlong. And I feel like part of this temperance is you trying to temper that energy to do this in a practical way that can be successful so that this doesn't burn out, because that is a potential with that extremely bright, fiery energy. It can't sustain itself at that temperature, at that intensity over long periods of time. So I feel like you are working on finding a balance or tempering this energy in your life. It's part of this transformation for you. What's on your mind, consciously or subconsciously? What do we have for Gemini, please? What's on Gemini's mind? That busy mercurial mind. Healing, Six of Swords, moving away from something. It did come out in this position, so I'm going to leave it that way. It's, I think it's something that you're thinking about, looking towards. This is moving away from difficulty and towards calmer waters. It can also be about travel or trip, or leaving a situation or heading to something different. I think that you're thinking about this, about all the different ways that this plays out, what this means, how to do this, what's your best course of action, and what healing it is that you need. Your recommended action or your guidance from Spirit. The two tens, completion. The 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. I feel like I will say, I feel like that is exactly what you are working on, what you are doing. But I feel like what this is saying is to lay these burdens down. This battle is over. You don't have to struggle with this. This Ten of Cups is here for you. All you have to do is lay these burdens down. That's your recommended action, your potential block to taking this action. I feel like it's about you recognizing, because like I said, 10 is the end, it's completion of the cycle. I feel like the recommended action is about you recognizing that your 10 of Cups is here, that you are at the end of this. The battle is over. You have reached the goal. You're at that point. I feel like you've been carrying these wands or these burdens for so long that it's almost like you forgot how to open your arms and lay them down. But that's what that's telling you, is that this burden is over. Lay it down. Your 10 of Cups is here. For the, potential blocks. Okay. So coming out as your potential blocks to this, we have the Hermit and the Nine of Swords in reverse, fortunately. The Nine of Swords, but I do feel like the Nine of Swords is someone who is up in their head, tormented, having nightmares, not able to sleep because conversations play over and over again in their head, or they're overthinking something ad nauseum. It's tormenting. It really is. This person's, they feel bound, or I feel like you feel, it could be someone else, but I just feel like it's you, trapped and bound by your mental demons. But it is in reverse. So I feel like what this is saying is that the potential block to you laying this burden down and recognizing this 10 of Cups that's here for you right now is taking that time to go within, laying these burdens down. This is also about self-care, pampering, taking time away to nurture your soul, to think, to let your mind wander in meditation, to not focus on all of the millions of thoughts that you're having, but to let them flow freely, to be consciously, what is the word I'm looking for? To be present in the moment, to just relax your mind, let this go, do some healing, get some clarity. There is going to be illumination and some renewed hope and understanding through you taking this time away and doing this, and figuring out how to release this mental bondage that you're in, because I feel like that is the last step to you laying down these burdens, is to heal, is to release this burden, this mental prison that you have created for yourself. It's time to let that go. For your spiritual growth, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who is, upright. The King of Pentacles is very warm, very generous, very grounded. They have a lot of life experience, very wise, and very stable and secure. I feel like this King of Pentacles, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's the sign of Taurus, but it doesn't have to be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth energy. But anyone, it's just this energy surrounding this. But I feel like this card in reverse, you're feeling insecure, you're not feeling confident or stable. I think you're doubting your judgment. And you could be kind of being, because I said the King upright is very generous, you could be being stingy either with your emotions or your time or your money. I don't know. We also have, God, I love this, the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords. You've really been up in your head. I feel like you've really been doing a number on yourself. And I would suspect that you are absolutely exhausted, both emotionally and physically. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse. This is that mental prison that you have created. Part of your spiritual growth is to truly figure out how to release these things once and for all, and to right yourself. I feel like you're not going to be able to right yourself, regain your sense of balance and stability until you are able to free yourself from your self-imposed mental prison. There is a way out. You feel blindfolded, like you can't see, but you know what? Your intuition is strong. Trust yourself. Trust the divine. You will be able to work your way through this and release yourself from this mental prison. And reconnect with your power and your feeling of stability and security. You want to get one more card for that position. The Chariot. Yeah, I love it. You're doing it. You're here. Like I said, you're at the 10. You are here. I can see this unfolding for you. We have the Chariot. This is very fast action forward, movement forward. I'm charging out. Like you are charging away from this. You are figuring this out. going to heal this, release yourself from this, let it die and be transformed. And you're going to charge forward towards your future, towards this 10 of Cups happiness that is here in your life for you to seize once you realize this and lay these burdens down. For your potential outcome, what do you have for Gemini's potential outcome? We have Justice. It actually, I will leave it sideways. I feel like there is going to be balance and justice restored. There is going to be justice served in a situation. I feel like this is talking more about, I feel like it's twofold. There could be this particular circumstance that has caused this in your life, and there's going to be justice, or at least a conversation, discussion about this to heal it and open up the path to bring balance to this. And I also feel like this is saying that you are in process of, I feel like even once you lay this down, it's still a process of healing this and restoring balance to the situation. And that's what I really feel like with the Justice coming out cross like that, is that it's in process. It's here, it's happening, it's beginning. With the, oh, I love it. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse. That Five of Pentacles upright is feeling isolated and alone, shut out, cut off, like you don't have enough, you're alone, you don't have community or support in your life. Those things that make you feel stable and secure and fulfilled. I feel like, the thing about the Five of Pentacles is again, it's a self-imposed feeling of isolation. Not that there were not circumstances or things that happened that contributed to you being in that place, but it is your perception or the way that you continue to choose to look at that. You can see that in a different way, which is part of what the Hermit is asking you to do, is to look at things from a different perspective. See that in a different way and recognize that you can stand up and take that key that's sitting there and open the door and rejoin your community. But I feel like I love that this card is here in reverse. It is talking about, to me, justice is going to be restored in reference to this feeling of being isolated or alone. I think you're going to recognize that you are not as alone or isolated as you have been feeling or have perceived, and that I also do feel like there is someone who has perhaps shut you out or cut you off, and there's going to be healing and justice in that situation. There's no longer going to be that feeling of isolation. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. So I feel like it is all of these things for you. I feel like this is talking about being dissatisfied with your life, with the situation that you find yourself in. A bit bored. A bored Gemini, my husband is a Gemini, and a bored Gemini is a bad Gemini. You don't want a bored Gemini. Get your mind engaged in something. But I feel like you've been a bit bored and dissatisfied with your life, with certain situations. I feel like in several different areas. Not that by all appearances, you have it all, but there's something that has been lacking. I feel like your creativity or your desire, what gets you going, has been lacking, and you're trying to find that spark. But the thing is there is a divine cup that is being offered to you. But I feel like you have been so focused on your dissatisfaction that you have not been looking up to see that divine cup. Or maybe you even looked up and saw the divine cup and thought that it just might be more of the same. But it is an opportunity that you can seize, or it can become a missed opportunity. But I think you're going to seize this opportunity, Gemini. I think once you get through your healing and you get over this here, you're going to realize that is actually a divine cup and it is mine to seize. All right, let's see what's going on for your person. What is going on for Gemini's person in love? Gemini's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We'll take it. All right, first card is the Tower. We'll see what the rest of their cards say, but I do feel like you guys this is between you guys. The Tower and the Death card. Death is actually the card of Scorpio. The Tower is Scorpio, Libra. This is not, or maybe it's Scorpio, Mars, Aries. But it's Judgment that is Scorpio, Libra. But anyway, I feel like things are crumbling for your person. There are structures that are being deconstructed. There could have been a big event externally that happened, a changing job, moving locations, ending of a relationship. But and it could have just been an internal tower. They could have had an epiphany, a breakthrough, realized that something that they had been holding on to, an idea or a belief, no longer served them and had to be evaluated, deconstructed, and rebuilt. But I feel you both feel this way. You both know that this change needs to happen. All right. Your person. Many. I feel like that happened to tell me that my deck was upside down. Where they would have been upside down. Okay. Alright, Gemini. Okay, the Queen of Cups. Could be you, could be your person. It could be someone else in your life, or it could just be the energy. But this is someone very emotional, very intuitive, very loving, a healer. Could be a mother. Definitely like a mother figure I'm feeling. Either you are a mother and that's you they're thinking about, or they are a mother, the mother of your children. But if not, definitely someone with that very nurturing motherly energy. But very in their head, kind of daydreamy. It's Cancer. It is the card of Cancer, but I get a very Pisces feeling from this. You could be dealing with the Pisces. But someone who's really, this person is really in their head. I feel like reminiscing, thinking, feeling. Like I said, could be you, could be them, could just be the energy around this. What's on their mind, consciously or subconsciously? Six of Wands in reverse. So I feel like they feel like there's not, I feel like this Tower is making, they feel like there's not success. They're not being recognized. They feel like maybe they're working hard and it just never works out. Can also be the Sun. There's healing with this. I feel like, I was going to say, I also feel like the Six of Wands in reverse, like, upright, it can be someone on their high horse, someone who, like, doesn't really think about the feelings of others. They're just after the goal or their victory, or they want to shine. I feel like in the reverse, it could be someone who is a bit self-centered, someone who wants to steal the limelight. I'm not sure what the situation is, but there's a feeling of not having victory, but the Sun is here, so they are optimistic. They do believe that there can ultimately be victory, but there isn't victory, and they're thinking about what went wrong, how this came to be the way that it is. But they're optimistic. They feel like there's a way through this. They're thinking about that. What their recommended action is from the universe, or their guidance. You guys are in very similar energies. They have the Nine of Swords in reverse as well. Their recommended action is to let go of this holding on to the fears, the thoughts, the worries in their head. Again, I feel like they need to get some sleep. I feel like they've been trapped in their head, and the universe is telling them to release that. Let it go. Find a way, whatever that is. Sleep meditations, a bubble bath, some chamomile tea before bed, journaling, whatever it is that they need to do to get themselves out of this Nine of Swords energy, to release these fears, doubts, and worries. That's what the universe is recommending that they do. With the King of Pentacles upright, this is very much about you. I feel like they're very much in their heads worried about you. Yeah. Potential blocks to this, the Death card. Letting it in, letting it go. Temperance, balancing this, recognizing that there's a healing process, that they have, this Death, I feel like, is talking about, and you have the Temperance card too. Gosh, you guys are really mirroring each other. I feel like when this temperance happens, like I was saying earlier, one of the things this talks about is turning water into wine. When you turn that water into wine, it is changed. It is no longer water. It is now something different. I feel like the potential block to this is the resistance to let something die and be changed, to be alchemized into something else. I think that they're so in their head, so worried that they're not able to have the faith that they need to accomplish this. And that's the potential challenge for them. For their spiritual growth. King of Wands. Very passionate. This is a leader. It's the mini emperor in the minor arcana or in the court cards. Very passionate, very fiery, very loyal, very charismatic, energizing, very exciting energy, the King of Wands. Someone that's fun to be around. It can be a husband. It's a great card to come out for a husband. Someone very loyal, very attractive, very sensual. The Star in reverse. I feel like they've kind of lost faith or lost hope. This could represent you, this King of Wands, male or female, it doesn't matter. I feel like they've kind of lost hope in this situation, or this is themselves and they have lost hope or faith in their belief in their ability to accomplish this, to be a leader and take charge. You know, even in the reverse, the Star is still a positive card. There is healing taking place and there will be a renewed hope, but this is for their spiritual growth. I feel like it's talking about them finding this within themselves, and this has to take place. They've got to figure out how to let this die, to change, to be transformed through temperance, through this divine alchemy, to create something else, or to believe in this in order to release these fears surrounding. This can be you. It can also be about their feelings of stability and security, their belief in themselves to be that King of Pentacles. I get one more card for their spiritual growth. Ace of Swords. All right, so they're going to have an epiphany, an aha, a realization. I feel like it's going to lead to a renewed faith and hope and a sense of confidence in themselves. It could be an idea, something that they want to do, but it's definitely something that they will communicate. I feel like when they get through this, there will be communication about this. And I feel like it is divine. Like there's a divine hand or offering this sword of truth. I feel like the divine is going to step in and give them an answer, something that triggers this within them, this awakening to their lack of confidence, where they've been, their loss of belief in themselves, and how to begin this for themselves, how to heal this. I feel like for sure the divine is offering some assistance. For the potential outcome, the Wheel of Fortune. When this happens, the wheel will turn. Things will change. Things will shift. I love this. This is beautiful. The Empress. This is the energy surrounding this reading for them. I feel like this is who they are at their core. Like, again, a mother figure. Very nurturing, abundant. I mean, this is the Queen of Queens. This is the counterpart to the Emperor. This is the loving, balanced, abundant, fertile, feminine energy. And I feel like this is who they are at their core. I feel like in every other aspect of their life, they are very much the Empress, but they're just struggling just like you are in this situation right now. I feel like they're trying to figure out how to reconnect with this part of themselves because they're not feeling strong. They're not feeling stable. They're up in their head and their emotions kind of lost in a sea of emotion and fear and doubt. But they are going to work through this. This wheel is going to turn. Let's take a look at the energy of the connection between you. What do we have for the connection between Gemini and their person, please? Okay. The Seven of Swords. All right, this is about, there could have been a betrayal, a deceit, something in this connection that could be what the Seven of Swords represents, or there could just be strategic planning, and potentially there could be both of these things. Strategic planning, really looking at evaluating this whole situation. I mean, definitely with the Death card here for both of you, there are some things that have to die, some things that have to be left behind, and that's what the Seven of Swords talks about when it's not deceit, theft, betrayal. It's talking about strategic planning, looking at a situation, looking at what things can be salvaged and what things need to be left behind or let die. I feel like there's a lot of evaluation for both of you going on in this connection. Trying to find the best path forward. For you, we have the Two of Wands. Two of Fire, Two of Wands. This is, you have, things are changing and a path is opening before you. You're at that point where you can begin this journey and go wherever it is that your light leads you. You have an entire world open before you. And all you have to do right now is decide where you want to go, what path, to plan out your path, like a road trip guide. I feel like that's what you're doing right now. You're kind of evaluating, looking at your life, looking at your options, looking at where it is that you may want to go moving forward. Your person. Oh, it's too many. Okay. All right, 8 of Wands, communication, action, King of Swords. Card of Aquarius does not have to be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like they're thinking about, either they're coming in as this King of Swords. We have the 8 of Wands, which is about quick communication, rapid fire, lots of communication back and forth, or action, quick action moving forward. This could be, I'm not even going to say that, I'm just going to say this. I feel like this King of Swords represents them. It could definitely be you on their mind, but I feel like what these 2 cards right here are talking about is that they are going to figure some things out. They are going to get some clarity, and they are going to step forward as this King of Swords. This is this King of Air. This is someone who's a very good communicator, very honest, very direct, very effective. And I feel like they're going to step into, once they get this clarity, they are going to step into this King of Swords energy and communicate and take action to begin to make these changes that need to happen. And they're definitely going to communicate with you about this. The influencing factors or factor. 6 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. 6 of Cups is someone from your past, reconciliation, reminiscing about people from your past. To me, it can definitely be, childhood friends, childhood sweethearts, past life connections. I just really feel like both of you are thinking about your relationship, the history, the past that you share, the love that is there, reminiscing about the good times, evaluating the difficult times. Because, there's that 10 of Swords. God, there's so many swords. I mean, you are a Gemini, so it makes sense that there would be a lot of swords in your reading. But the 10 of Swords, this, just feeling beaten down, betrayed, battle-worn, cannot take one more stab in the back. But the thing is, this is the end. I feel like both of you have really been through it. This has been very hard and difficult for both of you, mentally and emotionally. It has felt like a battle, and I feel like neither one of you feel like you have won the battle. But the battle is over. There's a lot of love here, and I feel like that's what makes this so difficult, is the depth of emotion that you feel for each other. But now we have this 7 of Cups. It's choices. It's trying to, having a lot of different opportunities. This has been really difficult, and I feel like this choice is, do we move forward? Do we continue to move forward, or do we choose something else? At least one of you. Let's see here. What is the potential outcome? I do know whatever happens in this situation, that ultimately it will be very healing for both of you. What's the potential outcome between Gemini and their person, please? The Tower. All right, something's coming down, the structure, and this is here, it has to happen. It's all over your reading. It has to happen. The Tower is about something happening, either brought on upon yourself, or when you don't acknowledge and make the changes that because I feel like in a lot of cases, not always, sometimes the Tower is something very unexpected out of nowhere. Oftentimes we have indications that the Tower moment is coming. We know this isn't right or that needs to change, but we just keep doing things the same way. There is a Tower moment that is going to happen. This structure, this foundation, which is faulty, it's not sturdy enough to support the foundation that has been built on it. It needs repairs. And it may need so many repairs that the entire thing has to be brought down and rebuilt from the ground up. But it needs to happen in order to build this on a solid foundation, something that can truly support the structure that exists between you. With the World, an end of a chapter. One chapter is ending and another one is beginning. The World is turning. This is actually very positive. These are 2 very powerful cards together. Definitely an end to something the way that it has been, and a new beginning. And I really feel like with the world here with the tower, this is your promise. This is telling you that relax, trust this tower. It needs to happen. It has to happen. I feel like you both know this, but that there is going to be a new beginning, a new chapter, a better chapter. With the Page of Swords, this is communication. I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication, observation, research, just really digging into this to communicate about that. And I feel like that's kind of been, which is crazy because you're a Gemini and you're such a communicator, could be your person, but I feel like that's kind of been an issue, is the lack of communication, but that is coming. There's going to be communication about this, and I feel like you guys are going to work together to rebuild this tower and write this new chapter in a much better flow of communication between you. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool, taking that leap of faith, wanting that new beginning, trusting the universe that you will be provided for if you step off in faith and follow where your heart is leading you. I do see a lot of healing for you guys. Very difficult, very transformative time, but I do got a lot of 10s. I do feel like the difficulties are coming to an end. That clarity, that healing, that transformation is here. Just let yourself flow with it. Make sure you're getting enough rest. All right, Gemini, this is what I have for you. I hope this resonated, and if so, I hope it helped. If this resonated, or if I resonated with you and you just want to help a sister out, if you could like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon, any of those things are free for you and they help my channel grow, and I depend on you guys for that. So I would actually really appreciate it if you felt like doing that. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I truly love spending time with you guys, and I hope I see you again. Until next time, love and light.